Berserk Bridge did. Because in episode 17, it seemed like Ben Creighton was going to end the series there, but then he decided, you know what? We're taking this all the way to the eclipse.
Taking it all the way to the eclipse, baby.
Where we live.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to MehTV, and I've forgotten to put the image up. It is time to finish up the 1997 Berserk show.
Yep. We're gonna wrap up the last we're gonna wrap up the last 9 episodes today, and his headphones have been disconnected from his mic again.
Yeah, I got it.
I noticed it
tried
the
it.
moment your voice is dropped in quality.
Yeah. Thankfully, that didn't come through on the stream, but that would have also meant that my audio would not have come through on OBS. But I got it fixed. I wish they'd
Anyway,
have
so
like a way to get. Okay, so I just want to complain here for a second. The Yeti has been around for a long enough time that I would have thought that by the time I got one, they would have had like a little clip on the side of the microphone that would hold the cable, or like a right angle cable, that could lead up into a clip, and then you'd have more slack or something. But like, no, they just didn't do that. So yeah,
Bless you.
all right.
There were all.
God damn it! I thought I wasn't gonna sneeze, and then I started talking, and then I sneezed. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the subtitles pulled up. And 3, 2, 1.
John Avner's narration of introduction of the show never gets old.
No.
And you know, the funny thing is that aside from Jake Airbarrel, from the 2016-2017 anime, John Avner is the only living voice actor of Void. Because both Unsho Ishizuka and the voice actor for Void in the Golden Age art trilogy, they have passed away.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
It is. Because now Japan is without a voice for Void. We still have both of ours. And now we're back to the song. Don't worry, Alex. This session will be the last we'll hear of this. And then we'll both be free.
Somebody's having a drag race outside my house.
So, you want to know how I would... So, aside from Ben Creighton's Berserk Abridged, I ended up going through and watching the series on YouTube because I was curious about how it ended, since I watched the entirety of the abridgment for how the story ends up going. So imagine my shock at age 16 when I ended up seeing how this adaptation ends. I was like, Jesus Christ, Zod was correct on how that ended. See, we don't even get the full conversation that I showcased to you. We just cut to what was yet another double page spread on the manga.
Yeah, we took a look at a thing from the comic on here, and yeah, we're just that's typically how it is for stuff like this. Or more people come out for a parade than actually show up otherwise.
I liked I still preferred Corcus having all those admirers in the in the movie, a trilogy, and one of them is a very beefy lady to the point where the outtakes had her say, "Oh, freaking the sheets!" It's Corcus like,
Hi, Goku, again.
It's, um Sean Schemmel, oh, those this you forgot that Gaston is Sean Schemmel's main
Oh
character in
no,
this show.
I did not forget that. I'm just, every time he shows up, I'm just gonna be like, hi, Goku.
I was reminded of that time when Griffith was completely naked, and I saw that his schlong was nearly as long as mine.
There's a reason why they call him Long Dong Silver. Because of the silver hair. And his long dong. Don't, don't say tell me I'm gonna flash back to the fucking TV intro.
Well, in a couple episodes, you will in more than one way. See, Foss's little monologue here would have a bit more meaning if we actually saw all the blood oath and whatnot.
Hmm.
Oh dear.
Here's a man that never fails. It makes me wanna wag my tail. When it comes, I wanna wail. Mail.
Oh dear. What was with that pause between Minister and Foss?
There are unfortunately a lot of weird pauses in this show.
You want to know what's the only other or adaptation which Minister Foss appears in?
What?
The 2016-2017 show.
Oh dear God.
Yeah.
How could this happen to me? In my mistakes, I've got nowhere to run.
You'll see why Foss is panicking. And now we get to the victory ball with some music straight out of a Final Fantasy game. At
I
least
was
that's
gonna
how it
say,
feels.
hey, is this Final Fantasy VI all of a sudden? Now, oh angel, conquering the dawn. It's a brand new day.
And the
Oh,
double page spread
oh
for this
angel.
part are in the manga. Oh, we got to see literally every a main male member of the Hawks aside from Guts and Griffith.
Hmm.
And no other version of Berserk has Rickert be voiced by a male voice actor.
Hmm.
Was that Veronica Taylor I just heard?
Possibly, yes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, she is actually in this dub as well. How do you feel about Kevin T. Collins's delivery on some of these lines?
Oh, there we go.
What's with your fake accent, lady? Hardly anybody has an accent in this show except for you. Oh, goodness. You could tell that Guts is not comfortable with this in the slightest.
New.
I mean,
Uh,
Pippin's
uh,
right there.
Obviously we can say that it's Guts. You look at Griffith, he's a fucking twig.
Oh no, they're gonna prey on the Shota. Sorry, Rickard, you're on your own on this one. So the man and who so the man with the brunette and slicked back hair is called Rob on and
Okay.
in this dub he's voiced by Sean Keenan Elias Reyes,
Hmm.
whereas in the Golden Age arc he is voiced by Mark Thompson. The films. And in the 2016-2017 adaptation, he's voiced by John DeMita. Who is that lovely lady in that dress? I wonder who it could possibly be. It's a mystery. Who do you
Oh
think,
my.
Alex?
Uh, what? How did you pretend?
Uh,
You kind of are, let's be fair.
uh, uh, uh.
Ow.
I really have to imagine that it must be hard for Casca to actually fit in one of those.
Yeah, you know where you stand with people. You're at the end of a sword.
I love that. Yeah. She hasn't worn a woman. Er,
I mean, you know, a little, but that's
no, you
mostly
look
just because of your hair.
fine. Yeah, Casca looks beautiful in that dress.
Oh yeah. Although I could take or leave the hairstyle.
I mean,
Oh, you
hell.
know, dance, magic, dance. Get that magic, jump on me.
I mean, hell, even if the movie's version of the dress is a little inaccurate, it's still oh, it looks really good. Wow, so she actually asked that question twice in this show.
Hmm.
Because in the Golden Age arc adaptation, and they ended up because in the Golden Age arc films and the Memorial Edition, she's he comes to that conclusion twice. And
Sounds like he's about to announce the formation of the first galactic empire.
what do you think he sounds like Palpatine?
Is he going to tell them that the attempt on his life has left him scarred and deformed?
You know, the worst part is, unlike Palpatine, and this guy ends up actually dead before or he could accomplish anything.
Oh, well, that's yeah. I almost wonder what would have happened if they'd exploded Palpatine not once, not twice, but three times before Revenge of the Sith was over.
It's supposed to be White Phoenix, but yeah. I feel like that was a genuine smile on Griffith's part.
Mm. No, he seems about the same color as usual. Pull yourself together, man!
Now what could now I wonder if that was iocane powder.
Hmm.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of the Berserk manga is pretty much a for Griffith. It's just him clearing the Game of Thrones.
I
Because come on, let's be
wonder
real
how
here.
I wonder how
Let's be
Griffith would it work in Game of Thrones. I
oh,
know
he would have
how
told.
I know how Guts would work. He'd just kill everybody.
Let's be real here. Griffith would definitely solo the entire game.
We're now just picturing Griffith. Sorry. We're now just picturing Guts kicking Peter Dinklage across the ballroom.
Glug glug glug.
Another!
Oh dear, I appear to be fainting. Yep, I'm totally 100% dead this time.
Well, totally 100% get him out of the ballroom this time.
He is to be escorted out of the ballroom, and then we are to burn the corpse.
You know, all of this, the show goes completely wrong because these people didn't, they either tried too hard to kill him or not hard enough, depending on the circumstance.
Yeah.
Oh, new season of Invincible, February 6th.
Oh, neat. Yo, oh, considering that Christopher Corey Smith is like a is a union from what I could tell is a union actor. Or it's kind of no surprise that he did end up in the cast of the dub for Berserk 2016 2017 cuz cuz that's a union dub in case you were curious.
I wasn't because I didn't watch that show. Because I heard about it, and I thought, huh, better stay away from that. Clang, 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 clang.
Alex, let's just say that I couldn't.
Yeah,
as as much as I'm sure it would have been advisable for me to stay away from it, I couldn't.
Eh.
I kept I kept watching every single week. Although I find it surprising that for a lot of the UFO table stuff, they also end up outsourcing in the voice acting to Bang Zoom.
Hmm.
Oh dear, I appear to be fainting. Yep, I'm totally 100% dead. Okay, so which one of you guys is gonna escort him out of the ballroom, so we can burn the corpse? One, two, three, not it, 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 not it. Everybody goes, not it,
I want to
and
look
go
up the
set.
fucking. I want to look up the fucking tabs for this song and find out what it sounds like if you tune your guitar correctly, because this sounds awful. What's this
I'd
song
love,
called?
Tell Me Why by Pen Pals. I never imagined one of the first criticisms of this show was going to be on the intro song.
Legendary When Berserk original soundtrack. This doesn't sound like it.
Yes.
Ultimate Guitar. Alright, Tell Me Why by Pen Pals. That's great. Hey, this song doesn't sound like it was written for this shit. There's an official tab on ultimateguitar.com. How is there an official tab? I can't find fucking more popular anime songs on here. Bum bum ba da dum bum bum bum. If I were to make an abridged out of this, that's totally how I'd end that.
Oh, jeez. This
Then
is
again,
why
if I were to make it abridged out of this, I'd probably like hack together or an unholy mess of the 2016 show, the Golden Age arc Memorial Edition, and this.
we should.
And do it. We'll do it as a one shot, so that I don't have to
Yeah.
commit to something that long. Somebody in r/berserk asks, "Why do people dislike Tell Me Why by Pen Pals?" And then somebody says, "What are you talking about? We all love that song. So put your glasses on, because nothing can be wrong."
Sup, bitch? I got me a
our
new sword.
our OP Mental Gentleman 098 Omae wa mou shinderu says, I've seen a lot of comments saying that the song is unfitting for a dark show like Berserk, while it's campy J-rock in contrast to the gritty medieval atmosphere of Berserk. However, I think it fits perfectly to me. The song gives a longing, sentimental feel to it, which encapsulates Guts' character pretty well. Excuse me, you could have done that with your guitar properly in tune.
Hey, that's Michelangelo.
Hey, dude. I don't know why I'm in this show,
You
but,
know, funnily
you
enough,
know.
I think we have all four Ninja Turtles voice actors in this. You got Mike Centerniclass, who is also the voice director of this. Wayne Grayson is a couple of voices in this show. Oh, Greg Abbey is also in this. I don't know if Sam Riegel is in it at all.
Hmm.
Although I do also know another 4 Kids voice actor that we've talked about before is also in this show. Would you like to know which one it was?
Sure.
It is time to
Is it Den Green?
Yes, we'll be hearing him in a couple episodes.
Huh. Okay.
Sich, please. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Who let the dogs out? Oh yeah, we did hear Dan Green just now. It's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes. Hey, Foz, open the door. Not a good idea when you see smoke coming out of it. Dumbasses!
That's called a backdraft. They made a movie about it. It was called Backdraft. Features, if I'm mistaken, Backdraft is a film with Kurt Russell and Joaquin Phoenix. Go watch that instead of Joker 2.
Yep, Griffith faked his death.
Oh no, Backdraft was Kurt Russell and Billy Baldwin. And, it was Ladder something or other. The one I'm thinking of. Yeah, it was Ladder 49. It was Joaquin Phoenix and John Travolta. Go watch that too. Huh. Yeah, it sure seems like she's dying.
So yeah, you could see. Yep, Griffith had arranged things with Foss by holding his family hostage.
Hmm.
Let's watch those lips sync. Ba ba da ba 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 da ba. Wop, 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 wop. Yeah. Yeah, maybe you shouldn't have given too much of yourself away, Foss. Dumbass.
This shot has to be video upscaled. Yeah, yeah, look at this. You
Yep,
see
I
that?
see it.
Yeah, it's like
I'm
there's
seeing it.
green shit and there's... Okay, now it looks
Yep.
like we're back to, yeah, that's definitely... That's not video there. Here, we're back to film there.
Another Dan Green voice. I hear Greg Abbey there.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that sounds like Greg Abbey.
With our lucky charms.
Are after me, Lucky Charms. Yeah, no, I have a feeling all of you guys are gonna be fucking dead. Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
because
would you...
Griffith is smart enough to tie up loose ends. I have to imagine it must have taken him making Guts a while to get a new sword.
Yeah. Well, you just cut. That would have been an
It did
interesting
it
action scene.
it cut in the manga as well.
If they were looking for filler, why didn't they expand that?
I mean, not yet. I think she wanted you to stuff her like a Thanksgiving turkey. That was another reference to the outtakes. Again, I've watched those often enough to have a couple of them memorized.
Yeah, I believe it.
Casca and the others happy to see Griffiths a lot. The initial part of Casca going up to embrace Griffith was a double page spread.
Yeah, I can kind of tell based on the art style what used to be double page spreads.
Now we get the Queen's funeral. Question is, where's the coffin? There it is. The coffin next to the knights holding up their swords was also double page spread.
It almost sounded like it was going to go into the Force theme from Star Wars. Bum, 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 bum,
Well, that's
bum,
kind of fucked
bum,
up.
bum,
Her
bum.
killer has attended the funeral. 1 month later, lot of time passes, but it's not really clear how long, long at certain points. Which is why I'm thankful I have the source material all
Yeah,
handy.
that's an issue with adaptations. A lot of them will include time skips and not signpost how long it took.
They're happily sleeping with their swords. Too bad the raiders don't know their leader is leaving. Seem to look at that armor very fondly.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Almost like he doesn't want to leave.
But he has to. Well, at least he feels he has to. And then she was all like, "Oh, sweet Corcus." I was all like, "Oh, hell yeah." You know, Casca, you probably should put on something warmer. You'll catch a cold. I'm glad. It's always nice to know how Casca comes around at this point. Wouldn't you say so?
Very much so, yes. I have to make a frowny face.
I love how a lot of people love how in the Golden Age arc film series, Guts has pouty lips
Mm-hmm.
because that helps with his facial expressions.
So before we get in, you may have heard me doing this earlier, but I want to show something here.
Uh,
See that? That's an open string. Now if I do this, I might have to turn up the audio here. Volume. Okay. That's a pinch harmonic, right?
right?
So if I go now that's the riff without the bend and without the pinch harmonics. Yep. I'm messing it up a little bit because the action's high on this guitar, but
I understand.
so if you play it without the pinch harmonics, and if you play it without doing as much of a bend, because when he bends the string on the final note of the riff, he doesn't take it up a full half step. He takes it up about a quarter step. And then on some of the other ones it goes up higher, so it's a bit too sharp. So it sounds like... So if you go... like that, it sounds a little bit better. But for some reason, I have to turn down the volume because when I actually start... Okay, yeah, that's good enough. So, yeah, so if you take out the weird fucking pinch harmonics that he's throwing in for basically no reason, and you actually tune the fucking guitar and bend the strings a predictable amount, surprise, surprise, it doesn't sound that bad. But it's still completely fucking unfitting for this soundtrack.
Yeah. So Orcus didn't want to come out here, but he's like, whatever, fine.
Dorcas is like,
out."
it's too fucking cold out here, but fine, fuck it. Whatever. Excuse me.
So the Memorial Edition ends up removing. So the Memorial Edition, and when Judo tries to talk to Guts about why he was leaving, ends up cutting out Corcus.
Hmm.
Not that he adds much to the conversation.
Yeah, also, apparently, according to the sheet music that I looked up, he's playing it not just with pinch harmonics, but he's playing it with pinch harmonics on the open strings, which is why it sounds so discordant. He's getting a bunch of weird overtones in there on the overdrive channel on his amp, and I don't know why he's doing it. It doesn't sound good. This is probably
Yeah.
like there are reasons why this song sounds so fucking weird in places, because it's like the acoustic guitar is clearly played very well. Oh, it's perfectly fine. It's just when the electric comes in, and it's like it's very specifically the lead, because I pulled up the full version of the song, and the the rhythm sounds good enough. It sounds fine. It's like that one song in Symphony of the Night where they didn't tune the guitar right before they recorded. You remember that song, right?
I don't know which one. You could at least see why Doug Erholtz was picked to
Mm-hmm.
as a replacement for this guy, because Mark Sebastian, and because at least when Doug Erholtz is picked to replace somebody, he at least sounds like the voice actor he's replacing.
So what you're saying is that you're just a man who's good at what he does, who can only find meaning on the battlefield.
Yeah,
You're the best there is at what you do, and what you do isn't very nice.
I get the feeling he and Wolverine would get along very well,
Both of them have been through some shit in their lives.
and both of them are strugglers.
Yeah. I mean, considering Griffith's a fucking piece of shit, I might actually be better than him, but, you know. Listen, enough about my ass. Let's
It's
talk
not.
about the war.
I don't want that. I want you so bad.
I, 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 I need an adult. You are an adult!
By the way, that outtake of Guts saying "I want you so bad" and Corcus saying "Now you sound like a goddamn woman" was perfectly timed, aimed on the part of the voice actors.
You could have just left it out, Are You the Only Man, but yeah.
Honestly, yeah, Corcus did not really add much to this
I'm gonna look.
conversation,
I'm just gonna.
and hence
Okay,
what
right, I'm just gonna summon up the low tier god right now. I'm not like that, not literally. Hey, oh, that's unfortunate. Kind of hoping you'd
any
find something useful to do.
anyway, so yeah, Corcus didn't really add much to this conversation, and but he I just felt like he was only added to it just because he happened to be walking alongside Judo.
Yeah.
And besides, Corcus
I'll try
also
to be best, because you're only a man.
and besides, Corcus already gives another scathing speech to Guts. And it's after as he's attempting to leave. So yeah, unlike in the movie, Judo actually does try to escort him outside of Wyndham.
Hmm. Griffith is genocide sexual.
Well, he's princess as sexual.
He doesn't even care about her, he just wants to kill people.
Well, that's ultimately the extreme of Griffith's goal, and the thing is that he gets pushed to that point. I mean, just because someone had sent at his lowest moment, someone had told him that was the only route that is left to you. You know what I mean?
Eh.
So it's one of those. Oh, you've already been doing this for so long. Why not take the logical extreme? Oh, Judo. Even though Judo actually has some unrequited feelings for Casca, it's like he wants her to be happy. That's all that matters to him. Was he hiding behind Pippin all this time?
Hmm.
We know that douchebag. Now get out of my face before I smack you. Then
That's
again,
that,
if I smack
thing.
you hard enough, that might actually improve your looks. Okay, then. I can see that and someone has chosen violence today.
Griffith woke up and chose violence. In many ways today.
Yep. Oftentimes, whenever I see like the eye catcher between parts of the episodes, I always think it's going to change. It's going to be like, okay, so now we're on this chapter of the manga.
Hmm.
I see how it is. Oh, and this bit was also a double page spread.
Hmm. Well, the first strike from that big fuck off sword is going to completely destroy that tiny little scimitar.
Okay, continuity error there. Griffith had his sword had the blade held in a reverse grip.
Now it's held the other way. Now it's
Yeah,
held upside
see?
down.
Alright, see what I mean?
Yeah.
The movie
They're
version
definitely
did this a
drawn
little.
by different artists.
Yeah, the movie version did this it maintained continuity a lot better, or with this action bit. No, Guts is just calm, collected, and
Uh,
that thought process was pretty much cut out of the movie. To which I'm like, yeah, I think Griffith would have already had this figured out.
yeah, I'd say so too. He's kind of the definitive fellow on some of this stuff. Yep, like I
Yeah,
said. Finish him! Finish him! Finish him! Keep going! Keep going! Go! Go!
I love how into this you are. Or with that.
No! You fool! You
By the way,
absolute dumbass!
we had two double page spreads in that exchange.
All you had to do was fucking moiderize him.
Guts wasn't even trying to kill him. He was just,
I know, that's the
he
problem.
wanted to win, and that was all.
You should have won harder.
How could you possibly win harder?
By burying your fucking sword in the ground.
Casca is thinking
Go with him, you fool! So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, goodbye.
In reality, Casca wasn't looking at Griffith beaten on the ground. She was watching Guts as he walks away calmly. So now, in terms of the manga, we're in volume 9 now.
Hmm.
And from here on out, they're going to cut out a bunch of stuff. By the way, in terms of what we cut out, Guts is meeting with the Skull Knight.
Oh, that's unfortunate. It's almost like that's key to the plot or something.
Thankfully, we get it in the movie adaptation, and we also had Guts thinking about the other members of the Hawks.
Hmm. He's going to take that literally. Entendres.
In the movie, he does try to leave when Charlotte was very uncertain about his presence, but then, and when she embraces him, that's when he was like, "Yep, I got my chance here. Come here, bitch." Wow. That would definitely be a cause for concern.
Oh, okay. Griffith, you can stop thinking with your dick now.
Keep in mind, I think the movie version of this scene made way more sense.
Yeah. Wonder if I can use this as a dildo.
Please don't, because we already got some weird bitch who's thinking. Oh yeah, we do get. Oh yeah, there is more to the sex scene in the manga than there is in the anime.
You're not looking through the keyhole. You were looking at the fucking doorknob. See, the keyhole's at... He was looking at the door handle, not the keyhole. Also, if you live in a house where the keyholes could be seen all the way through, you live in a house with no fucking security.
Also, much less of Charlotte's booty is
Yeah.
visible in that shot.
Yeah. Griffith, I just want you to know that all the bad things that are going to happen to you, you fucking deserve them. Because you couldn't keep your dick to yourself for 5 fucking minutes. If you'd waited... Just fucking waited.
Also,
That's all
Charlotte
you had to
seeing
do.
the knight statue who was not seen in the anime.
Hmm.
Oh, hi, Greg Abbey again.
You could just grab one of their swords and keep fighting.
So another couple things were cut out. The king found out about this, tried to go to Charlotte's room, was like, "Hey, so I heard about something that happened between you and Griffith," but then Charlotte's like, "Oh, I was just on my period."
Hmm.
But no, he found out there was a bit more blood that would suggest her hymen had been broken.
Hmm.
And I believe we also cut out the king whipping Griffith.
Giving him the 30 lashes.
Yeah. Who joined?
Hey,
Hey,
Sonic.
What's
Sonic.
up? Sorry,
We just
sorry I was
finished
late.
episode 19.
All right.
Also, the torturer is not a small chubby guy. I in the anime, hey, like he is in the manga.
Mm.
And we also do not get to see the king try to molest his daughter.
Good.
It was a different time. It was a different time with a question mark in the
was a
end.
different. It was a different time? It was a different time? No matter how you
Yeah.
say that, it's always gonna sound weird. Because
Yeah.
you just have to say
Charlotte
that. It's like,
Charlotte rightfully kicked his ass.
yeah.
I mean, then again, I mean,
And what we'll and we'll
nowadays,
and we'll see it later, but essentially the band of the Hawk being gathered outside to get ambushed by the army of Midland.
and
Hmm.
again, I mean,
We'll
nowadays
be
most
seeing
animes
that.
would show the rape scene.
Yeah. So yeah, we don't see Casca taking charge until later on.
Oh yeah, Hosta's a little half.
Also, Griffith's torture takes place in a different point in this set of episodes, as well as the torturer being freaked out by the Baillet. So yeah, we've got a number of things that were placed out that we either placed elsewhere or were flat out removed.
Look at that so yeah, man, I just realized that sort of kind of looks like Lionel's sword just for a second there.
Did it help the narrative? I don't fucking know. Also, the movie trilogy added a scene where Guts got where Guts and Puck ended up briefly seeing each other. Puck's
Ah,
like, huh, I wonder who that was. Couldn't have been
yeah.
important.
I just realized
Like
that
Puck didn't
the
really
sword
think
looks
too
like
much of that.
Lionel's sword, kind of.
Yeah, and that
Puck
sword ends up
fucked
getting
up.
broken during all right, during the chat after the manga that we're gonna be seeing in this.
Yeah, there was
I
also a
mean,
So
yeah.
brief. There was also a brief tangent where I looked up the sheet music for this and learned how to play it and determined that whoever the fuck is playing this is playing it wrong.
Damn.
and funnily enough,
Man. What is
so
wrong? Well, wrong.
so I still find it funny how I was able to guess as that Liam O'Brien and who voiced the torturer in the Golden Age arc film trilogy, he was going to voice Ubik just
It's
because
just
Chafarin, his Seiyu, is also Ubik.
tell me what, tell me what you
That's
want,
not the case with
tell me
the with
what,
this anime.
what you're afraid, tell me
Though in
what,
the case
tell me what,
of the Memorial Edition, since they redubbed a lot of stuff, I believe Jason Marnoka takes over for both Ubik and the Torturer. Because Marnoka does voice a number of characters in the redub.
Hmm.
Hmm.
So it's like NYAV could have easily recycled most of the voice acting, but they didn't.
But on them,
Yeah, so this is kind of an arms tournament, like a weapons demonstration and sort of or a deal.
Yeah, where's the
Another
hiss and
character
purr?
who is Sir not appearing in this anime adaptation.
Oh, hi, Brian Shaw.
Anyways, I was saying another character who is Sir not appearing in this adaptation is a character that'll be a recurring one in the manga and a very important figure in Guts' journey. His name is Salat of the Kushans.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Valencia is going to be the guy that Guts fights in this little shindig.
Oh boy, tournament
And
hard.
Salat is replaced by this rando with a fucking mace. I am deeply offended by this because Salat is actually kind of a cool dude.
This was a different time.
And now Guts is sporting yet another sword.
And Guts walks in this tournament like a shonen protag.
By the way, Valencia tried fighting against Salat, but got undefeated. It very easily by Salat's quick movements. I can afford to skim through this since I can afford to skim through this on the manga since a lot of this is cut out. Oh, hi, Dan Green again.
Oh, you gonna count Guts to a children's card game?
Uh,
Dan Green doing the Knuckles voice.
Oh, hmm. Okay, Guts.
so yeah, Alex, remember what Guts said about Salat just being a street performer?
Mm-hmm.
That had a bit more merit in the manga since we actually got to see Guts at this event. And
Mm.
but because they cut out that event, it's a kind of an off-screen deal.
Looks like that sword is fucking terrible.
Oh, it fared worse against Salat's weapons.
Hmm.
I swear the disservice that Salat got in this from his lack of appearing in this adaptation is just so shameful.
Yeah, is he the
Trust me,
character
Alex,
that
when and if you get
Mm-hmm.
to reading the manga, you'll actually like this character.
another character that got done dirty in this adaptation? And just Guts walks
Okay,
away.
so fun fact, this is actually the scene where Guts finds out about the Band of the Hawk being uh being turned into bandits and that Casca was leading them. He finds
Sokka
this
went
out later because we're repurposing the chapter Sparks, which takes place a little bit during the intimacy between Guts and Casca.
went to find a tournament, child.
Godo. You know, I'll okay, Alex.
Uh-huh.
I think the 2016-2017 anime had a better voice for Godo because as much as I like the NYAV dub, Greg Abbey was not a good fit for Godo.
Yeah, he sounds way too young.
Yeah,
I expect him to sound kind of like Santa Claus. Maybe a bit more
look at
gruff.
that. Oh, that's rough. Yeah,
Erica, you are far too small, and your twig-like limbs would completely snap off the first time you pick this up.
So Godo in the 2016 dub is voiced by John Snyder,
hmm.
no relation to Zach.
Meh. I was about to make a Snyder Cut joke.
John Snyder has been in a number of LA productions, as well as the original Ghost in the Shell. Oh, and
Huh.
Cowboy Bebop.
No, no, it won't. You you get, but you'll get a new one. It's way better.
Okay, so this log training scene was with the second sword that Guts had, and that ended up breaking. Oh crap, they're coming down too fast!
Oh no, he's dead.
The actress who
Well,
voices is Erica is Michelle O'Medlin,
Hmm.
whereas in the Bang Zoom dub she is voiced by Brianna Knickerbocker, whom you still believed was not a real person's name.
no, it's not.
It is. Would you like to see her BTVA page?
Sure.
All right, I'm gonna post. There you go.
All right. Let's see what else she did. Ah, she was in Grand Blue. Oh, I knew her voice sounded familiar. She was Nermaya from Grand Blue. And
She's also
Gra-
Sakura and Charlotte in Fire Emblem Fates.
she was Rem in ReZero.
Oh crap! Ow!
Man, and I knew her voice sounded familiar. Yeah, she was freaking Hu Chao and Rem.
You have the voice of a much, much younger man.
Hmm.
So Godo in the Golden Age arc film trilogy is also Sir not appearing in this movie.
Uh,
Womp womp. Damn, you must have been a badass baby. Or your parents had very weird priorities.
You want to know the sad thing, Alex?
uh-huh.
The last time we get to see Godo, in terms of the manga, he shows up briefly to treat the Dragon Slayer before Guts goes off to save Casca from being burnt at a stake.
Huh.
But then he dies before Guts could see him again.
Okay. Goodbye, Goto. You were the best swordsman in fiction history. All right, let's try this again.
Let's try this again with a bit more feeling this time and less recycled animation.
Now with slow mo.
Written and directed by Zack Snyder.
Eh, and it all comes around. Well, do you think Henry Cavill could play Guts?
Probably.
Probably.
but Guts is a tall motherfucker.
He is apparently committed to both the Warhammer and fucking uh Go Lion, what you call it? Voltron, that's what it is.
Guts
Is
is six
apparently
foot
committed to both
eight,
live
and
action Voltron and live action Warhammer, so
Guts is 6'8", so Henry Cavill would be a couple inches short.
I mean, like, when his height's been that much a problem. I mean, look at freaking Wolverine.
Let's also keep in mind another thing to keep in mind is that Guts's armor is also very inaccurate to how it is in the manga.
hmm.
Yeah.
It's a little more. The third movie's version of the armor is accurate.
Hmm.
This is just more or less a repurposed version of his old Golden Age arc armor, rather of his older
Meanwhile,
armor. So yeah, in this is the guy in the episode that tells tells that ends up telling Guts about how what transpired. Don't make me bust out my sigh. Ah, Wayne Grayson.
You also sound too young.
I feel like I've heard this guy's voice before.
It's Wayne Grayson. Maybe if I
Ah,
put on this voice, it'd sound more familiar
yeah,
to you.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
There's two Yu-Gi-Oh voice
You want to
actors.
know something? It's gonna be weird that Wayne Grayson ends up voicing Armadillo Mon in the upcoming Digimon on movie redub.
Hmm,
Yeah.
So we're gonna be hearing his voice again.
that's a woman.
So, in the course of one episode, the Band of the Hawk has lost its leader, lost its head guy, and turned into bandits.
Yep,
Dutch was only gone for like half a day, and everything went to
Guts
shit.
was gone for a year, man.
Yeah,
I
the
know, but in
show
terms
isn't
of
exactly
episodes,
making that
it's not
clear.
that
It was like,
clear.
for all we know, oh, it's like in the course of a day.
Like, I mean, if there was, I mean, there's no sign that says half a year later or nothing, none of that shit.
Funnily enough, in the abridgment, and one of these two is called Larva Lad.
What a strange name.
So as you can see, the Band of the Hawk are kind of down on their luck and are pretty much in
Near
much in
destitute.
desperation.
Yeah.
Yeah, near destitute. And Casca is now sporting new armor,
Mm,
which in this adaptation she'll be wearing up until episode 25.
Oh, I can imagine what happens in episode 25.
boy.
Yeah. Yeah, they never
Interesting.
adapted. Yeah, outside of the Millennium Falcon video game and part of the intro of Berserk 2016, in Casca is never seen wearing the armor that she goes into the eclipse with.
I'm sorry.
The-
Did you just say Millennium Falcon video game?
He did say that.
The arc that game adapts is part of the Millennium Falcon arc. No, it does
Is
not
that
involve. No, it does not
Not to
involve
be
the
confused with the Star
spaceship.
Wars ship.
Yeah, I was going to say, is that it does it is this like the arc where they go into space?
No, they
I
don't.
wasn't
Falcon
ex
space
I
would be a
Basically,
strange thing.
Guts finds new comrades to help him out in his quest to get to the Elfheim Island, and to help Casca with her trauma, and and ultimately gets and ultimately meanwhile Griffith is amassing a new band of the Hawk.
Flapjack, hookers.
I can imagine, and that he gets some hookers.
It was a different. It's a different time.
Yep. Oh, and Alex, I know you know. Oh, that Salat appears during a raid raid on Casca in the group.
Hmm.
Guess who is still Sir not appearing in this adaptation?
Skull Knight?
Salat.
Oh.
Salat's army poses a much more significant threat to the Band of the Hawk as opposed to the dumbasses we end up sending after them.
Hmm. What if we took over another country?
Okay, douchebag, why don't you just fuck right off? Yeah, see?
Because I still want to be able to complain about it.
Yeah. Which the pronoun game.
Oh, so that guy gets killed brutally by one of Salat's weapons. And meanwhile, all instead of the Kushans helping out with this enemy raid, a they're just random jobbers. So once again, I can skim through this manga, knowing that Casca doesn't get to fight Salat.
Hmm.
Bitch. Guts, you were supposed to be
Bum ba
covered
ba
in
bum ba
silhouette
ba bum.
before or Casca gets a good look at
Ba
you.
da 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 da.
Looking kinda cool there, Guts. Oh.
Mm. I'm going to take it that Kevin really didn't like this.
No, the fact that it was a fucking still frame. So, Alex, I you know that I'm in the Discord server for the Open Chest Anime, a podcast, right?
You've brought it up before, yes.
Okay, so
Mhm.
Saferus, one of the guys who runs it, it showed that still frame when he was doing a rewatch of Berserk's '97 adaptation. I'm like, please tell me this is just a shit post. I go to look at the episode. No, it's not a fucking meme. That is actually Guts having a lazy eye in one of the high quality still frames.
No,
Uh,
it
What
was a
the fuck,
different time.
OLM?
It was a different time.
it was directed by the
Don't
people who
give me
did
that
the
shit.
second Cooler film.
He didn't
All
even have
right,
a lazy eye in the manga.
all right. Yeah, I got nothing.
Uh,
Let's just enjoy
I
Fortress
swear to
for a bit.
God. And Alex, uh, I don't even think it would be possible to fix some of the off-model animation in this adaptation.
Yeah, every now and again we just see like the art style shifts ever so slightly and things look fucking weird.
And the
It's
worst
all
part is that 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 people will give shit to the 2012 film trilogy, but I'm like, at least that's consistently on model most of the time. Even if we see, the 3D models, it's not bad animation. It's just, you know,
Bum 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 bum
I mean,
bum. Ba da
trilogy
da
wasn't
da
the
da
worst thing I've
da
seen.
da da da.
one of my favorite bits
And
when Guts returns to the Band of the Hawk in the third Golden Age arc film. Pippin's got two guys right next to him as Gaston's like, "I knew you'd come back, Captain." He just bashes their heads in, and he's like, "Yeah, so did I. Welcome back, Guts." Or hell, he might have have said, "My man." Wouldn't you agree?
I,
Yep.
I would probably agree. Yeah.
So since Salot's fight I with Guts is completely cut out, oh, uh, at the very least, when the Golden Age arc film adapted that fight, they actually took some creative liberties with how to pace it as opposed to just doing a one-to-one adaptation of it. Because when I saw that Salat was in the movie, I'm like, "Ooh, we're getting some manga stuff. Nice."
Time to stop sitting on that pretty ass and play, little lady. 'Cause I came to play. Bum bum ba bum
Yeah.
ba bum 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 ba 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 bum 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 ba 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 bum 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 ba 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 bum 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 ba. Scanning the scene in the city tonight, looking for you to start up a fight. Searching,
Oh,
seek and
As if
destroy.
Yeah, as if these guys stood a chance. And
I
here's the
mean, that's just
thing, the reason why Salat was kind of a big deal is the fact that he actually 1v1 Guts, survived, and lived to tell about it.
I like how casual he is. Is just like yeah.
I'm awesome,
He was even casual with Salat.
man.
What's up, motherfucker?
Yeah, yeah. Like
So, which one
Guts
of
is
you is
going to get
Goku?
man. Guts is gonna have such a hard reality check soon. It's going back to the old
Aw,
Berserk and
I
seeing
love
how
this
good.
man,
You know,
says his Guts.
no, you know, going back to the previous Berserk arcs and then remembering what happened to afterwards. Like, damn, man, man, this is gonna hurt. It's like those like subtle foreshadowing memes. Like I'm just getting that right now.
Uh-huh.
Like with the eclipse, every time that's just something awesome.
3/4, huh?
they say.
By the way, Alex, I am seeing the progress of the Batman versus TMNT commission, and it
Ooh,
looks amazing.
I can imagine.
Franco?
Our arrows will black out the sky.
Then we'll
Damn,
just
not
have to
even
fight in
that
the
long.
shade.
Damn, not even that long, and already, damn.
Even the second Golden Age arc film expanded on that. Griffith?
Damn, wow, it really was a day, and shit went bad. Never mind. Damn, it really was a day that just was gone, and shit went to things went to shit.
Ever wondered what one bad day can do to a guy?
I
You
guess
ever
you know what?
wondered
Fuck
what
the
some really bad movies will do to a guy?
yeah. I guess well, fuck. I guess fuck the whole 1 year time shit. Shit went down literally a day after Guts left. Mm.
Orcus, everyone knows that Griffith cared a lot about Guts, but
Too,
so you
too
can
much about
kindly go
Guts.
fuck yourself.
Well, too much about Guts.
Now I return to you with the turning of the tide. Huh.
Op,
Operation.
Operation.
The Wacky Doctors game?
huh? That exists. I fucked up.
So Gaston and the others actually acknowledge Guts as captain in the manga, but we don't see that before
Mm.
Judo drags him off. Also, we don't see the. Also, I don't believe we see the shot of Casca in bandages.
Mm.
If I were you, I'd tap that ass. Oh shit! I'm sorry, my ghetto came out. Says Christopher Cromer. I'm not
I'm
joking.
sorry.
That he was actually. Joking. He was just. He was very apologetic that day.
Sorry,
Meanwhile, in the
my black
meanwhile in the
came out
tower of torture or the torturer's sex dungeon,
as they would because of course, would have done.
I believe the
Where did they
torturer
get
is.
the helmet from?
I don't know, but I think it's meant to be like a uh, I think it's meant to be something that's to cause intentional discomfort on him.
I mean, I
Ah,
did hear
God.
that there are some armors like that.
I almost think that would have killed him with that.
there's an actual video of a doctor who has analyzed this scene, and he said at that no, oh, he actually is aiming not to puncture a vital organ. Because
Mm.
more often than not, torturers were
Oh.
doctors.
I mean, it makes sense. The best torturers are the ones that know the body anatomy most.
Yeah.
I do like those videos with actors, review fight scenes
Oh, and
or
that same
pretty hard
doctor
scenes.
also analyzed the trauma that Guts went throughout his life,
Yeah, like I said, those kind of videos are kind of interesting.
and the
Yeah,
psychological effects that his ordeals would
man,
have induced.
man, no amount of therapists can handle whatever Guts get goes through. Damn, she looks dead inside,
Yep.
and she's only gonna get downhill from here.
Mhm. And the worst part is, even with her fierce expression in the manga, she still also looks pretty dead inside.
Well, I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah, and Casca is justifiably pissed at him.
Yeah.
I mean, she's not wrong. Literally, the day he left, shit went down.
And you turned your back on Griffith!
I mean, Griffith kind of made his own coffin, so to speak.
For a second there, I thought she was about to kick him in the crotch.
Jesus Christ, Guts has enough wounds as it is.
Funnily enough, now, now you mention that, the chapter title for when Guts and Casca have this little heart to heart about Guts's trauma as a child, called was titled Wounds.
Hmm. Nope, makes sense.
Yep. Uh, fucking like a broom.
Torminator says, "What is this? This is Berserk." The Realist Metal says, "We had filler on a Dun, but no Skull, bro." Yeah.
Yeah, I know. What the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
And let's
Kentaro
go.
Miura himself supervised this adaptation.
How did this get past him?
I don't know. The adaptation, when it removes certain characters, leaves in a bunch of plot holes.
When a man loves a woman, can't keep his mind on nothing now.
Time to die.
Well, fuck.
Yeah, this is the second time Guts has had to try to save Casca from falling off of a cliff.
It won't be the last. Them suicidal women.
Yeah, you just fucking did that.
Your fault.
As I've said before, Miura did not mean to make these two an item. It just sort of happened.
Mm.
Sometimes some couples just
And
happen to be like that.
and I don't have it in me to make fun of this intimacy scene.
Yep, there it is.
They toned down the exposure on the this iconic panel from the manga,
Yeah, I can imagine.
by the which by the way, in the manga we did get to see Casca's nipple, which we've seen in quite a bit of in the actual whole chapter.
Was it like? I guess I'll say it. Yep, it was a different time. Of doing whatever it is I'm doing.
I will fight for my right to party, Asuka.
It's my life.
Oh, and when Casca's lecturing him, she is standing full frontal
Yeah,
on him.
I mean, hey, when you're too angry, yeah. Who cares if you're angry?
And when Guts tells her to come with him, um, the first thing he does to try to calm her down is to grab her boob.
It was a different time.
My love for you is like a truck berserker Would you like some making fuck berserker?
What?
Berserker. Did he just say making fuck? Also also in the panel where Guts and Casca kiss before they go to rejoin the Hawks, we actually see Guts's dong.
Mm.
This was a time when the line between hentai and manga was very thin.
It's
Paper
still
thin.
it's still thin these days.
Actually, it got even
Oh
thinner.
yeah. Time for some freaky snake action.
Colonel, I'm trying to sneak around, but I'm dummy thick. The shaking of my rattle keeps alerting Berserk.
Hey,
The
hey,
name's
look, a weird.
Guts. I don't fucking care.
By the way, yeah, that was the Snake Baron from the first episode.
Huh.
So yeah, we skipped out on the entirety of Guts and Casca's as love making and
Yeah.
as well as the scene where Guts ends up opening up about his childhood trauma through means of having a PTSD flashback.
Oh yeah, the one that was expanded upon in the
Memorial
Golden Age
Edition.
arc memorial, yeah.
Oh, Dick Griffith.
Which, by the way, when Casca gets up on her horse, she ends up having noticeable green. Oh, and in that scene, in the outtake was, "They may take our lives, but they never take our Griffith's soul."
Okay.
So Casca makes a Braveheart reference.
I mean, hey, who wouldn't make a Braveheart reference when they're like that?
Also, another thing that I believe was cut out from on the following episode was the scene where was a brief scene in Griffith's dream sequence where he he was flashing back to his childhood and looking up at the castle from afar, which would be the cornerstone of his dream. Aren't you glad that the third movie actually had that thing in there so that we actually get a bit of a facet for what
Ugh.
caused Griffith to desire his own kingdom?
Yeah. Yeah, we don't got that here.
No, we don't.
And all I can say is, well, you already know what I'm gonna say. It was a different time.
Yep. Oh, and another thing that's missing from this adaptation, Princess Charlotte's involvement in the Hawks getting to Griffith.
Oh, yeah, I kind of remember she was a bit important to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to her?
Can you believe we're almost done?
Oh wow, we are almost done. Oh shit.
And you want to know how many? And you want to know how much manga we're skipping in this adaptation at this point?
How much?
Almost an entire volume.
Damn.
Well, that's unfortunate.
And that entire volume actually explains why Casca ends up wearing different armor and why Guts doesn't go into the eclipse with his armor or in sword.
Hmm.
Oh, and
Y-
in Berserker Bridge, we see that Griffith is tripping balls. Darkness imprisoning me. All that
All
I
that I
see,
see,
absolute
absolute horror.
horror.
How can I live? How can I die? Trapped in myself,
Know
but am
the
I
word.
holding still?
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal. Send me a kiss
God, he
by
looks like
wire.
Joaquin Phoenix
Baby,
in
my heart's
Joker.
on fire. If you refuse me, honey, you'll lose me.
Then you'll be left alone, oh baby, telephone, and tell me I'm the one. Or however that song goes.
I think we got it right.
And now we get a vision of the God Hand, which at first you would think
Don't know
that
where, don't know
yeah,
when.
in that time, in that place, we are kinsmen. Oh, blessed king of longing. So yeah, as so yeah, when the doctor was looking over Griffith's torture and saw this scene, and it's like if you didn't know the context of that bit in in the series, you would immediately assume that Griffith is genuinely tripping balls
Yeah.
I mean,
because after that level of torture, or hallucinations are actually common.
Yeah, because the brain
Ugh,
starts going
yeah,
weird.
yeah. Man, this song is very unfin after what we just talked about.
Hmm.
Ugh. Oh, and it takes Guts and Company. Oh, and it takes Guts, Casca and Company about 3 days to get to Windham. You know, at some point, I was almost gonna think that the reason why the show ended prematurely was just because they ran out of space for tallies.
Hmm.
That was some part of some weird head canon I had, and when I first watched this show. 16-year-old me was stupid.
I think a lot of our younger selves
I mean,
pretty
coming up with
stupid.
all weird shit, you know.
And let's also keep in mind that let's also keep in mind that at 16 I also got into Helsing Ultimate after TFS's Helsing Ultimate Abridged.
Hmm.
That's probably fair enough. A lot of people probably on the house thing like that, for better or for worse, depending on who you're asking.
Bum 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 bum. Guts, I get that you and Casca did snoo snoo, but she has a much sassier expression on her face when and staring down Guts.
Oh, they fucking.
I was in the abridgment as well. Is as I think it was Judo who essentially he called Guts pretty much whipped at that point, and I'm like, with Casca, yeah, whipping is to be expected.
I mean, I've always
Also in the
then again,
manga, Pippin's like, I wonder if I'll fit in.
then
And
again,
when he climbs into the grave.
then again, then again, Costco
Considering
goes in
he's
the
a
tent.
big motherfucker, I would question that too.
Then again, Costco felt like the type that was top in the top in the sheets, bottom in the sheets. Oh, that's what all these circles make it. An asshole.
So yeah, they cut out Charlotte's entire involvement in this.
Womp womp.
Oh dear.
Eh, they have no idea. Oh, you poor, poor people. You have no idea what's coming.
Rickard's the only one who's going to survive this bit. I am Rosine, Queen of the Fairies, and part of one of the most pivotal plot arcs in all of Berserk. Unfortunately, my character will never be adapted past this
Oh my
episode of the
god, it's a
anime.
ho-oh.
Holy shit, quick. I want to get the Master Balls.
What I said there, yeah, that is actually true. Because Rosine is part of one of the best arcs in the manga. It never got adapted.
Hmm.
Oh, and even though it's confirmed Rickert survives this, guess who is sure not appearing in this adaptation that factored into that survival?
Skull
Oh
Knight?
boy.
Yep.
Darn. Oh, so gentlemen,
Yep.
demons are real.
Yep. There's the count. So
Uh,
yeah,
why do
let's
you
also
have
keep in
two
mind that
mouths? Why does mom let you
let's
have
keep
two mouths? I only get
let's also
one.
keep in mind, Alex, this slug demon, the Count, is also another very pivotal character in the manga.
Uh,
His arc was never adapted in the anime.
in the wide shot, it looked like he had both of his arms free.
Well, no demons are real. Shit.
It's kind of funny how, up until, like, right now, Berserk, aside from all of the rape, has been a kind of a standard fantasy thing.
Oh, there's some titties.
And now things get really fucked up.
You know, if it wasn't for that first arc, then yeah.
So yeah, since the Skull Knight was Sir not appearing in this adaptation, Rickard's survival is unexplained, nor do we actually see if he did survive.
I don't know. I guess the
Somehow,
demons got
Rickard
bored.
survived.
And Rickard and poor Rickard was put through the emotional ring ended up being put through the emotional ringer there. So just two rando ladies who happen to work with Charlotte. Also, since Skull Knight does not appear in this adaptation, we do not get the story of Emperor Geyserek and his army,
Hmm. We've
which
been to
also
these
which
stairs before in a different thing.
hey, so why are we here guarding things? I don't know.
Why are we here?
Just to suffer?
I mean, quite literally in this case. But yeah, Judo does kill those two guys to get the keys. Also, we do not look at this stuff. Isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my collection's complete? Wouldn't you think they're the guys who have everything? They've got gadgets and gizmos aplenty. They've got who's its and what's its galore. You want thingamabobs? They got 20. But who cares? No big deal. I
I
want
want
more.
more.
I want to be where the S&M is. Let them ask me their questions and get my answers. What is a fire and why does it? What's the word? Burn.
Burn
When's it my turn? Wouldn't I love to get tortured from those
from
above,
above.
out of the sea. Wish I could be part of your world. Oh yeah, Realist Metal says no assassins and Black Dog Knights and no we all. Yeah, those guys are also yeah, the assassins end up impeding Guts and the company's progress to so basically Griffith's entire monologue about Guts is placed here as opposed to earlier.
Yeah. Okay.
How odd.
Yeah,
Indeed.
this is very Harry Potter of them. Just leaving out key
And,
shit.
and this is before WB acquires the licensing rights to Berserk.
Yeah.
Let that sink in. This is before WB got their hands on this property. Oh, and
Oh
the
god
torch
damn it.
show
We've got
oh,
to
the
get
torch
him some
showing the brain
steroids. Stat.
marks at the bottom are missing. Ew.
Alright, well, he's a
Uh,
lost cause. Time to leave him here.
well, mission's been noted. We'll try again next time.
Or better yet, we could just snap his neck and let it.
Well, it's...
Oh, he
Yep.
still has abs there.
Yep, better... Time to put him out of his misery, or perhaps we should just get him a sensu bean.
Even though we could practically see his bones through his skin in the manga, we still see that Griffith has we still see Griffith's abs drawn in the manga as well as in this. Also, the only adaptation to show the damage done to Griffith's face was was concept art from the third Golden Age arc film.
Huh. Weird. Well, seems like I don't have a choice. I'm going to have to, you saw it.
Oh, look.
You saw it, Casca.
Oh,
He attacked me. That was self-defense.
oh look, Griffith. Oh look, Guts told Griffith about his choking fetish.
Why did we just break the 180 line?
I don't know.
It's just a
And that was all.
random
And
out
that's
of
also.
nowhere shot from across the line there.
And that also. And Guts embracing Griffith was also tearfully embracing Griffith was also in the manga.
Ugh.
Good to know.
I believe the torturer is voiced by Christian Collingwood. I want to say because
Hmm.
he's because like in the movie dubs of the torturer's voice actor is also Ubik. Yeah, Guts already had his cape on Griffith if before or confronting the torturer. Also, they don't show the torturer having possession of Griffith's tongue. Bitch. Also, Guts does not cut out the torturer's tongue as a form of irony.
Yeah, yeah, this very much smacks of Warner Brothers.
And again, Warner Brothers did not even license this until the
Yeah.
2012 trilogy. How was there more in the films than there was in this? This action scene was far more brutal in the third movie.
Yeah. I suppose it is a TV animation budget, but
A TV animation budget from the 90s versus Studio 4 Degrees C with a film budget.
uh-huh.
Oh, I don't know.
Except that he's right behind me, isn't he? See, I'd change that if if I was editing this for an abridged series, I'd change it to the guy who was standing in front of it. It was like there's no such person who can kill 100 men with a single sword. And he's right behind me, isn't he? Ah, yeah.
I don't know how you'd frame that though.
Literally,
And yet another and yet
I can
another
draw mouth flaps.
and yet another Dan Green voice, by the way.
Oh wait, wrong.
That is
No.
just straight the Knuckles voice, not just mostly Knuckles.
And unlike Sonic, he ain't chuckling.
Which did I ask for your opinion? Oh, and by the way, this theme that you're hearing, which is titled Bailet, is is going to have a very eerie connotation, a frightening connotation when we get
Hmm.
to oh where this theme is. Oh no. So yeah, the fact that there were actual assassins in a group of mad soldiers led by a demon, and actually raised some of the stakes of the Hawks getting Griffith back. But Miura ended up wanting to cut that ended up suggesting to cut it out just because they wanted to make the supernatural elements feel more or like out of left field to basically make it more shocking and sudden, if you know what I mean.
Hmm. Yeah.
Like I understand that's a creative decision, but at the same time, I'm just skimming ahead to where a pivotal point is next pivotal point in the manga because like I said, we're skipping a lot of material
Yeah.
Mm,
from the manga, which could have been in use for quite a number of episodes. Which, by the way, before the eclipse, Zod even makes another appearance and rips Weald in half via torture rack.
damn.
Also, we all the also the scene where Guts puts Griffith's armor on had a bit more of a purpose in the manga. Since Weald was when he reappears after being nearly killed by Guts, just grabs Griffith and rips off the armor. Or as though to show the Band of the Hawk that their leader is now oh practically dead. And he wants Griffith to use the Bailet to summon the God Hand so that he could be mended. And now we get the last 3 episodes of the show.
Ooh boy.
Are we mentally prepared?
No.
Neither am I, but let's do it anyway.
Yeah.
I always keep
Um.
quoting that bit from Castlevania. Are we ready? Are you ready? No, but let's do it anyway. So this episode and the 2 subsequent episodes are the 3 that I ended up choosing to watch when I got this Blu-ray, to see how it looked.
Yeah, there's only been one scene that looks like it was really upscaled from a tape master, and it looked okay. It was only brief, so
Yeah, that was the scene with, Minister Foss.
yeah, beating out Silent Night, Deadly Night in that regard.
Yep. Yeah, I know Realist Metal that I already pointed that out. The torturer is not a little old fat guy. So oh,
Yeah, by the
Alex.
way, I
The
you'll have to forgive me for not looking at the chat much right now. For some reason, the restream chat is completely borked.
Thankfully,
Like
I'm
it's just
here.
not showing anything.
Just think about it like this, Alex. We'll only have to hear this atrocious intro only 2 more times. And the ending, Eve of the Feast.
Boy.
So they replaced Weald and his black dogs with some random Midland commander.
Hi, Dr. Robotnik.
Oh, a load of this.
I liked Corcus's funny moment where he was like, "Get ready to charge," but then he's like, "Wait, I didn't say go yet." Pippin coming in with the Warhammer.
But does he have 40,000 of them?
No. Well,
Aw.
those three are dead. There were a couple outtakes where Mark Drazen is like, "I can't breathe right." If he's trying to breathe within the lip sync. So yeah, this guy is the one.
Kill him! He's not our man! Kill him! Please kill him! Please kill him! Kill! Kill!
Hell,
Kill!
come on, do it. Come on, do it, you pussy.
Kill!
Come on, do it, you pussy. Do it.
Do it! Do it, pussy! Kill him! Talking to you
Do it,
too,
pussy.
Guts! Kill Griffith too!
No, no balls. Do it, no ball.
So yeah, yeah, pretty much
If you're
the
not careful,
entirety of
Griffith's
volume.
gonna get shaken baby syndrome.
So pretty much the
Be not
entire
careful.
volume of. So pretty much the entirety of volume 11's plot was removed. And now we're in volume 12 of the manga.
Man, we are on speed.
Like, look, I get like the funny thing is the Advent wanted to include Weald and his posse, but due to time constraints that they were operating under, they couldn't. So 4 degrees C, and there's clear evidence that they wanted to. Sorry, Corcus. It was true. Corcus, he had his tongue cut out. I don't think water is going to help him. The worst part is at this point, I don't feel like calling Corcus a bitch now because he has a decent point.
Hmm.
For
Well,
once, I know.
let's just find the nearest cliff and hurl what remains of Griffith over it.
Yeah.
Bash his
That
head
would
in
be
on the nearest rock. It'll be mercy.
Yeah, it would be mercy.
No, he's not. He's basically a corpse.
About that.
Listen, there are two very sharp, hard rocks behind you. Pick up what the fucking limp corpse that is, in our nearby back of a wagon, and
Carriage.
just hurl him head first into it. Just just smash it.
I know. And Griffith is frothing at the mouth. He's currently going, they reordered the scenes here. Guts' talk with Judo takes place before the scene with Casca and Griffith inside of the wagon. God damn it, guys. Stop. You're gonna make things difficult for me.
Yeah.
That's fine. I get it. Mhm. At the very least in the movie, when they explained what happened with Rickard, they at least gave him something to do before or
Mm,
trying to rendezvous with everybody.
yeah.
Oh, this is outright depraved.
Just just end things. End him.
Just let him die.
His neck is probably really easy to break. Yes, yes it is. Just
Probably.
all you have to do is just grab a hold and wait for his heart to stop beating.
Yeah, but that'd be the smart thing.
Oh god, she's visibly shaking.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Man, at least take the fucking helmet off of him.
You know,
It'd be
Guts did
easier to
offer to
kill that way.
Guts did offer to take it off of him.
Hmm.
Nah, it completes the look.
Guts, you have some nice big boots. His neck is small and
That's
squishy.
Oh, hello, figment of Griffith's imagination.
What are you doing here?
It was a little interesting how the movie framed it as though it were child Griffith with the entire time as opposed to his adult and child self.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, it's Ash Ketchum.
Ah, I see. Still
You
trying
want
to
to be
get
the
those
very
gym
best.
badges.
Like no one ever was.
Griffith says.
Take that as a yes.
I just want.
At the very least, when they did this in the movie, Guts didn't have a wagon full of supplies he could grab from. I'm going after Griffith. He just got some dude's horse. Look, I'm sorry I'm sorry I keep being an apologist for the film trilogy. It's just
Look, man, if you gotta defend this, you gotta defend something.
yeah, and especially with the Memorial Edition and stuff that they added it for that it improved and vastly. Oh, look. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, Alex, how blatantly obvious is this a dream?
Well, considering, the reality and the fucking... And is that Casca?
Yes.
Yeah, the fact that she's wearing that makes it even more obvious.
The fact that you had to do a double take. They're like, wait, is that Oscar?
She doesn't fucking look like her. Completely different attitude towards her outfits and shit.
So in this hallucination, Griffith and Casca had a kid. Rather, Casca ends up having a kid.
Okay.
And though it's more Guts's kid than Griffith, since you know Griffith can't, and at that
Mm.
point,
Mm-hmm.
and now he is
Look,
the spokesperson for Belatos. The only stereo that stays creepy, even in milk.
How
Ooh.
did he wind up here? Did he fall out the back?
Yeah, he fell out of the wagon when it flipped over.
Oh, right. Hey,
Ugh.
can you? Griffith,
That look
do you mind
that
laying back down in the water and drowning?
God, man.
Oh, oh, darn.
Now
So
stick
close.
yourself further into it. Damn it. We failed. Mission failed, Alex. We'll get him next time.
Oh,
Ah,
god damn
darn
it.
it. Now we're in the cannon route.
No! No, you put that back! You put that back, motherfucker! You should kill yourself. Now! What are you singing?
Oh no. It's like a
Say your prayers, little one. Don't forget
Oh!
my son to include everyone.
I tuck you
Tuck
in on
you
me
in, warm
thin, keep you
within,
free
keep you
from
free from
sin,
sin
till the
till the
Sandman he
Sandman he
comes.
comes.
Sleep with
Sleep with
one
one
eye
eye
open,
open,
gripping your
in your
pillow
pillow tight.
tight.
Exit light,
Light
and
and
tonight take my hand. We're off to Never Never Land. Something's wrong. Shut the light. Heavy thoughts tonight, and they aren't of Snow White. Dreams of war, dreams of liars, dreams of dragons, fire, and of things that will bite. Yeah. Sleep with one eye open, gripping your pillow tight, and it light. And tonight,
oh
take
boy.
my hand. We're off to Never
Never,
Never
never
Land.
land.
Oh boy. Here we go.
Yep. Welcome to the Nexus, everybody. Hence why I queued up Enter Sandman. I couldn't resist.
One more episode.
Careful, Alex. We might get copyright claim from your guitar
Lars
for some
Ulrich can
music.
suck my fucking dick.
Oh shit. You won't believe the other Metallica song I queue up whenever I watch this.
What would that be?
You'll see. And I'll give you a hint, Alex. It was in the X-Men. It was in X-Men Apocalypse.
Seek and Destroy?
Nope. It's another Metallica song.
Uh, ooh.
Okay, another hint. It is about a group of four individuals which happen to
Oh, the
also
Four
be in.
Horsemen.
There we go.
Wow.
Now for the penultimate episode of this series.
What a penultimate episode it is. Griffith, what you do?
Also cut out
Griffith.
was Rickard traveling with a group of people with a caravan, and the same caravan that also happened to have Puck.
Griffith. Ah, god damn it. God damn it, this fucking stuff.
And yes, everybody looking around at their surroundings was also a double page spread in the manga.
Yeah, one of the more iconic double spreads. Let me see if I can find it.
I'm currently
My
reading
whammy
it.
bar is getting in the way.
Oh, yeah, right.
If you want to read the manga, go look up readberserk.com.
Or just go a comic. Or, just
Or
go on
if you want or if you want to
comic.
actually or if you want to or if you want to sink some money into it, go read the deluxe volumes that are available on Amazon.
Mm, also true.
If you want to want to watch this show in the Blu-ray quality that we're reviewing it in, the Discotheque Blu-ray is also available for purchase on Amazon.
Griffith, what the fuck did you do?
Aren't you the cutest little red demon face I've ever seen? And, and I'm gonna name you Steven, and we're gonna be best friends. Shut the fuck up, Corcus! Indeed. Oh dear.
It's fucking crying, too. Eh.
There are quite a few double page spreads in this.
Big
What would have
moment.
happened
Gotta
if
get.
somebody else had picked this up along the way?
Well, here's the
Mm,
thing. The Crimson Bailet is only given to those who have been chosen as candidates for the God Hand.
Oh, I know
So
that. I'm
only
just like, what would happen if somebody else had picked it up?
oh god, Alex, you're gonna see some infamous clipping in this bit.
Eh.
Sorry.
Oh boy.
Sorry.
Ooh.
Oh, that's titties. Oh, that's ass. It's ass and titty and a little bit of puss, but we don't see no puss.
Yeah, there's no,
She's
yeah,
smooth around the
don't
bend.
yeah, don't
She's like a
forget,
Barbie
she is
doll.
not drawn anatomically correct in the anime. In the
Yeah.
manga, in the 2012 film trilogy, she is.
Yeah, I remember that.
She's like a Barbie doll.
Got to see her pubes on full display.
It's like looking at a Barbie doll.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, hi, Dr. Robotnik.
Hi, Ubik.
I'm just saying that because he kind of looks like Robotnik.
Just a load of this.
Well, in my dreams, it's still the same. And love is strong and still remains.
That's a neat visual right there.
Yeah.
Like, Void just appears
Yeah.
out of the eclipse. By the way, Four Horsemen only really goes with this version of the God Hand Rising. I tried syncing it up with the movie version. It doesn't work.
Okay. Who the fuck are these assholes?
The God Hand.
No, not like the actual God Hand. I'm talking about the random fucks who are palling
Well,
around with him.
they're the apostles that are gathered for the eclipse, for the
Yeah.
feast.
Right.
Ah, John Avner, your voice is beautiful. I don't care if he likes hearing himself talk. I would listen to this man read the phone book for God's sake.
In all honesty, he should have every bone in his bone in his body broken after that. Considering he should be suffering from osteoporosis, just that fall out of the wagon should have fucking killed him.
Yep.
Fifth watch.
This is some bullshit.
I want to see how these guys would stand up to liberal use of nuclear weaponry.
They'd probably be all for it.
So what would happen if they just kept riding without Griffith?
Who
Eh?
knows?
Would he have just had to become a member of the God Hand without a sacrifice?
No, he needs a sacrifice in order to become a member of the God Hand.
Would he have had to sacrifice a frog in the river?
I don't know. That wouldn't have worked because the sacrifice has to be someone, or in this case, people that are close to him.
Huh.
So, oh, so a woman going by the name of C.L. Jones voices Slan. Ubik is
Ah.
voiced by Christian Collingwood, and Sean Schimmel voices Conrad.
Hmm.
Schemmel does reprise his role as Conrad in the Golden Age arc film trilogy, as well as John Avner. Slan and Ubik's voice actors have been replaced. Cindy
Yeah,
Robinson.
even with as fucked up as the series has been up to this point, wait, this is about to get a lot more fucked up than it has been even in the fucking rape scenes.
Ugh,
That's a
and now the demons are transforming. Oh, and in the manga, uh, it it's far more grotesque.
I
mm,
believe it.
And another double page spread accompanies the Band of the Hawk being surrounded by all of these
Is this one
creatures.
that you'd have had to turn on the side?
What? That?
Like a
What?
side.
This?
Yeah, where you'd have to
No.
turn the. Okay.
ha ha ha,
Would
neater
the
neater
God
nee.
Hand have just eaten him if he didn't have
Who
anybody to
knows?
sacrifice?
Who
I don't know.
knows?
Probably just laugh at him and say, "Ha, loser, you don't have shit. Come back when you actually have a sacrifice."
Why does Nemesis have his eyes sewn shut?
Void has a very somebody I believe Safer's also told me about like a number of the horror designs that Miura drew influence from like stuff like Hellraiser and whatnot.
Hmm.
All right, Casca, I think it's time to maybe to get out of hell, Dodge.
They don't I don't know where they would go because everywhere where they
Well,
are,
as
they're
so long
surrounded
as
by
it's
demons.
not in here. Look, as long as it's not in front of these assholes, I think we're good.
You sure about that?
I don't know. I tried my luck with
That
faceless
would
demons, and
dislocate both of Guts' shoulders no matter how burly he is.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd rather try my luck with faceless demon mobs than these final boss looking motherfuckers.
If you were the God Hand exists on a plane beyond on the mortal realm, and they can only exist here unless as summoned, and
Eh,
and even then they also can only exist within in a realm known as the Qliphoth.
Realist Metal says there's the chapter that was deleted because it revealed too much.
Oh yeah, that. Oh yeah. That was also oh wait, yeah, I re Miura regretted releasing that chapter in tankobon format,
Hmm.
and it was removed from the volume versions.
Hmm.
too hot for paper.
So now we get a flashback. Now we get a, viewing of Griffith's subconscious, so we could shape the foundation of what would be his future.
I said to no.
You suddenly don't sound like a lady.
So, I wonder what would happen if we introduce. Why elf ears? I wonder what would happen to Griffith if we just introduced him to the concept of nuclear weaponry, or
Oh
perhaps
no.
a 44 Magnum.
I
And
mean,
yet
hey,
another double page spread.
hey, I would have shot him too. Like, just line up that shot just right, and
Yeah, the, movie dub actually made the old lady actually sound like a woman, as opposed
Hmm.
to Ubik wearing a thinly veiled disguise. Oh, hello. Shut up, Mokuba. That's Terrajing
Shut up,
Sands.
Mokuba.
See, you could even tell it's Mokuba.
Yeah,
Yeah, that is Mokuba's voice.
I mean, it's very recognizable. Oh yeah.
So you can kind of see that this is this is kind of the God Hand warping parts of Griffith's reality, to essentially showcase that the route that he's taken is the only route.
Mm.
You don't want to end like a little bitch.
In the manga, that was obviously a more graphic. His hands and his legs were rotting away.
Mm. Yeah, he's, uh,
Oh boy.
Oh, come on. That is so stupid.
yeah, yeah.
Even in the manga, it looks dumb. I forget
Mhm.
what this thing is called. Big Tall Man, I think it is. Yeah, it's basically the two guys sneaking inside of a trench coat trick. You stole fizzy lifting drinks, and now the ceiling has to be washed and sterilized. You get nothing. Good sir.
Turn the flag.
That was
was
also
so
from the Berserk outtakes. At the end of your blood-soaked me fuck. This whole monologue also had a double page spread with a bunch of panel all showcasing each
Huh.
of the members of the Hawks and
I
Guts
bel
climbing.
yeah.
I swear Mira really loved those spreads.
hey, it's a big moment. They gotta get that budget.
Pile them up. Take all you have left. All you need do is chant the phrase, I sacrifice, and you will be granted raven black wings, upon which you shall soar the heavens.
Sounds like a Yu-Gi-Oh monster.
Little bit.
Griffith, I hope
Why
you're
are there not
good.
more Berserk what ifs?
Solve the
Mm,
what ifs are if Guts and Griffith were actually gay.
Yeah. Yeah.
eh, like, like what? Like what if
Yeah.
Griffith said no? Well, what if Guts was the one who got the
I
God Hand offering?
sacrifice.
You know what? Let's go. We're gonna
Here we
sacrifice Griffith.
go.
We're gonna sacrifice Griffith so that Guts can become God.
The threads bundled by the laws of causality have now been bound. Promised time has come.
The time has come, and so have I. And here we see
Ah,
the brand that we saw at the start of the show.
yep. Uh, and one of the most iconic double page spreads. All of those demons about to feast on the
Christ.
hawk.
Oh,
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 please.
god fucking damn.
never
Oh,
believe when the next episode aired in Japan. You will not believe.
A year later?
Nope. They aired it on April Fool's Day of all
Jesus
days.
fucking Christ.
wow, this is Griff. Wow, that's man. That's what man.
Oh.
Griffith took April Fools really badly.
Oh, and let me show you I'm gonna post in the live stream commentary text chat at the double page spread from the manga. Look at that.
Excuse me?
Yep. God damn.
Well, god fucking damn.
That's how that chapter ends.
Yeah.
Oh, for what? Wow, the adaptation's actually getting good. Too bad it's the end, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. Hold your breath, count to 10.
Oh, no forces this time. No.
Hey, Casca, where's your cape in that frame? And there he is. By
Boy.
the time of eternity. And now the last time we will be hearing this narration is the
And the
destiny
last
of
time,
mankind controlled by some transcendental entity or law? Is it like the hand
mankind.
of God hovering above?
You know what I'd like to
At
see?
least it is true that man has no
Let's
control even over his own will.
I'd like to see Goblin Slayer versus these guys. Just Goblin Slayer just says, nah, fuck the rules.
You probably would just ignore them because they're not goblins.
Okay, so here's the double page spread, and for that frame right there.
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Oh God, more.
Yeah, people are in this manga in the manga people are
That's
just
what
getting
then we
straight up
cut to
torn
this
apart.
fucking song.
And the last time we hear
Jesus
this
Christ, dude.
song,
What timing?
oh,
Man, these lyrics hit very differently now. But nothing will be resolved. Jesus fucking Christ.
I think as a joke the subtitles should have just said grasses instead of glasses.
I know.
Yeah.
Then again, this is probably the best April Fool's joke ever. You know what? Someone, I bet what is there an edit of someone putting the goddamn open over the dang eclipse rape scene?
I'll bet you there's there's a video like that. It's just like all the darkest moments in the show, that song playing over top of it.
Yeah, fucking hell. Oh, I'm going to hell for this.
Yeah, there we go. Now been marked with the brand of sacrifice. The lives of those who bear the brand, from the last drop of blood to the last moment of your agonizing death, will feed life to the new child of darkness.
Chris,
Be
stop being an
strong!
asshole.
I'm coming to get you out! It's no use. Frail human efforts are worthless. It is impossible to turn the events, for he himself has deemed them so. Shut up! Oh, I said shut your damn mouth! No, no,
Meanwhile,
that's
that
not
giant hand.
possible.
Meanwhile, then that hand just makes a giant middle finger.
Bro, do you really want this? You can tell on this episode, Mark Drayson is going all out with this.
Look, it's the last part, so you gotta go big or go home.
And he certainly goes big. Ah! Going. Okay. And Casca drops her sword.
Pippin, and
Too bad we don't get Judo helping him briefly. Casca! You're a leader now. You must survive. As long as we still have a commander, that means that it's not the end of the Hawks. I will not let it end this way.
Yeah, but
Not here. Not
the
like
Hawks are gonna
this.
end in a slightly different way.
it
So,
ends.
you know.
It ends this way, right here, right now.
One shall stand, and one shall fall.
Ah,
Oh.
Yeah, I'd run too.
Yeah, and now we're in and by the way, in terms of manga volumes, now we're in volume 13.
Huh.
Man, they are taking their sweet ass time.
Dream. This whole thing is some awful nightmare. Midland Army, Band of the Hawk. It's all just a bad dream. Yeah, that's when you really think about it, it's all much too good to be true. Yes, indeed, it's all just a dream. A fantastic dream. When I open my eyes, this will be gone. And I'll be back to my plain old self again.
Oh, you poor asshole.
What? A woman? Here in hell? Now I know this is a dream. Oh, damn it, I'm a sucker for a beautiful woman. Damn it.
Oh,
Uh,
oh, damn it
And
all.
that demon would be the first one that Guts kills in the manga.
Thank God.
Hmm. Yeah. Ah, yeah. Thank you. You can tell that I've watched this episode quite a
A
lot if I can
lot.
recite some of the
Yeah.
dialogue by memory.
You know, I talk a lot and
Shut
I
up or
don't
you'll
bite
bite
my
your
tongue
tongue
off.
off. You've got to keep fighting to the very end, even if we have to rip their heads off with our bare hands.
I gotta
You
rip it
want to
off with
fight
my
just for the
bare
sake of
teeth.
fighting?
You know whose head you should have ripped off
Me,
with your
that's for
bare
fools.
hands?
Not even Guts would want that.
A motherfucker named... Well, holy shit. This is not on my list of things I expected to see today.
Uh,
Is that the rake?
No.
Judo, use some of your namesake.
And that would be the only demon Casca would kill all in this entire manga. Get him. That was the last knife I had. Go. Fine, Commander. I'd follow you
I'd
even
follow
if
you
I
into
had
the
to
depths of
crawl.
Mordor.
I really thought that carefully about what I said earlier. That's been my problem. I'm all talk. There were so many things that I wanted to tell you, but I guess it wasn't in the cards. Just a few special words. You cry a lot when you're alone, don't you, Casca? Is that it?
I think we need to
Are
summon
these
Exodia.
really my last words?
Darn it, we need to draw a lot of cards, though.
Sonic, do you
How
have
many
Pot of
pot of...
Greed on you?
No, it's still banned.
Oh, god damn it! God damn it, Konami!
They still haven't banned that shit. It's been
And Alex,
20
now
years.
you see another part of my salt mine from the film trilogy because uh as much as this scene irks me in some ways, I hated that they excluded it.
Mhm.
Casca deserved to try. God damn it.
So many swords just getting bitten.
And oh man.
Up, and the light lifts in her eyes, like, well,
Reading this and watching it is making this more painful.
Yeah, you should eat
but
her. You should eat
before
her now.
that,
It'll be more merciful than what'll happen to her. Oh no.
oh,
They censored this double page spread.
Yeah.
but yeah, hey, it got bad.
So my thought ever since I saw the Golden Age Arc movie trilogy is, what happens if somebody's just too tough to get sacrificed? Like
I mean,
if they
I
just
mean,
fucking kill everybody.
there's like, I'm not sure what the limit
Nobody
is,
in
but I'm
this
pretty sure
universe has been strong enough to do that.
Hmm.
unless their name is Doom. Unless their name is Doomsday, I highly doubt you could outlast them all.
Yeah, just imagine. Boom, boom, boom. Like Mick Gordon over in the corner, her riffing on his guitar is like the guy in green armor just shreds them. Like, I was a little bit concerning
And
here. I was kind of expecting him to I was kind of expecting him to fucking die, Griffith. Now I'm just picturing it as like, oh, Griffith, like, he realizes like, oh, I care for these people too much. Let me summon somebody else to be the sacrifice. And then he summons Doom Guy. It's
just
like he just
Uh,
truly the what if.
it's like if Griffith had like decided to gone on to like ascend to godhood rather than without being put through all the torture, and he's like, what do I do? And then he summons the Doom Guy, and the Doom Marine just kills everybody.
so, in the manga, we see a lot more of the carnage is that Griffith and all these people are all those deaths are flowing into him.
Now that's a tape upscale.
Yep, there's another one.
The audio
I'm just gonna.
sounds kind of fucked
I'll
up
just.
here too.
I'll just leave this on the live stream chat.
Oh, by the way, the being that is supposed to be speaking to Griffith at that point is basically Berserk's equivalent of God, the idea of evil. Essentially, it is the being that is created from mankind's desire to place the blame of all of the problems of their lives onto one thing.
Okay, well, this is going to have to show up on the stream now.
Mm.
What are you doing?
There we go. I
What
don't
did
know.
you just do?
I don't know who made that comic. I'm sure you can find it. Person makes a lot of good comics.
Ah.
Oh god.
Ah! Is anyone still
No.
alive?
What about the
Judo! Pippin! Arcus!
what about the Marines from Warhammer?
I think it
Like
probably
if a
not.
Space Marine battalion showed up here, or would they be able to handle this shit?
Stone! You're alive!
Maybe.
Thank God!
They'd have to get past the God Hand first.
Well, I can't say I feel like I'm alive. Where are the others? Is everyone still alive? I don't know. All I can remember is running like hell. After a while, the fatigue caught up with me. I don't know what happened to the others.
Huh. Oh, shit, what are we doing with Neva
Commander,
now?
what in God's name is happening? This is we're a living nightmare. Ugh.
Uh,
Oh! Oh my god, La Plaza! The virus from Resident Evil 5.
yep.
They're still alive.
Is
Slip
he?
in. Nope.
Pippin, where's Mary? I will stop making that
Keep in
joke
mind
the last time we watch
keep
one
in
of
time
these.
keep in mind his entire back was ripped out,
Oh god.
Ugh.
and that's in the manga and in the movie trilogy.
Hmm.
Another double
Yay.
page spread. They seem a little too intact because in the manga they are straight up in pieces.
Oh, hey.
Oh.
Oh.
I've seen enough hentai to know where this is. Ah.
Up there's the
Oh, by
It's
image.
the
not.
way,
That joke isn't funny in this context.
no, it's not. By the way, those barbed claws, as we actually get panels of those scratching into Casca's skin.
Excuse me, I'm
Oh
going to have to
god,
perform an
oh
emergency
dear.
head amputation on you.
Oh god.
Yeah, Alex,
Oh! Every
You can
woman out
see
there is probably
we are
cringing
going
right
to get
now.
demonetized hard.
Oh, it's a good thing it's all pixelated.
Okay,
And every
that demon that's got Guts clamped down, that's got that's clamped down on Guts's left arm. That, that See, it made more sense in it actually makes more sense in this version why Guts wasn't able to stop Griffith from what he's about to do. You are our prodigy, our newest kinsman, our wing of darkness. Arise, Femto.
Hi, Batman.
Oh, speaking of which, Batman.
Batman.
That was actually an outtake from this episode.
did you really have to keep the helmet though, Griffith?
Yes.
The helmet became a
And
fucking
now we're
part of
about
his
to see one of the most
personality.
heinous acts in all of
See,
fiction.
I just wanna know what would be different here if Guts, had instead of a knife a 357 Colt Python.
I don't think
Could
that would
only
get
shoot
through given
Casca.
Griffith's powers.
He
Yes, the
can
left hand is exactly where you think it is.
no, no, I'm sure it would. Like, there's a big
I
open
mean, yeah, but
space on
I
that
mean,
mask.
yeah, but here's the thing: he might accidentally shoot Casca though.
That would be better than what
And
happens to her here.
Alex, a lot of the sound effects that are in the movie only made this thing worse, especially when I can't get it out of my head that you pointed out about the way that it sounded with the initial penetration that Griffith dislocated Casca's hip.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Mhm.
Use the
Ow!
edge! God damn it, use the fucking edge! You have enough edge left to cut, use the edge! Ugh.
Now put your glasses on. Everything is all. There's no pain. There's no pain. Jesus.
Tell me what, tell me what, tell me what you
Why?
say.
I'm
Don't know
I'm
why. Don't know why. Tell me
Sadly,
more.
this is
Tell me
sadly
more.
people have also made the meme joke of this being a visual representation of what people all feel have experienced when watching the 2016-2017 anime.
Yeah, watching the show get raped. Yes.
It's like a,
Oh.
What about what if we what if we got him what if we got oh yeah. What if
Yep,
we got
what if we got the
Guts
holy hand?
and now we've gotten
the holy hand grenade? Yes, I agree.
God, that scream is so good. And
Well,
that's where the
Yeah.
series ends!
you're just getting started, bro.
The Skull Knight
Yeah.
is supposed to save the two of them and whisk them away,
This is
and we're supposed to
imagine
linger on Casca's trauma
man,
after
imagine
or be after this scene.
imagine that you
April
this is the
Fools,
only
guys.
experience you've had with Berserk, right? You watched it as it was coming out, you completely forgot about the opening, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like, not the opening theme, but like the opening of the show. This is essentially Rocks Fall, everyone dies.
And the worst part is they don't explain how in the stinger or that we're about to see, they don't explain why they or how Guts and Casca were able to survive this ordeal.
April Fools, guys.
Uh, Thankfully, in the version that we'll be watching next week, they'll get an explanation. 'Cause,
And now we just get the Black Swordsman suit up scene.
yep,
I
with
know the
no
difference.
context as to how Guts
Is
was able to survive.
is completely fucking worthless.
Oh, and
I
stay
mean,
tuned for this Friday when we'll be watching all of the outtakes, because that's hilarious.
yeah.
And trust me, this Blu-ray actually has all of them.
Yep.
Because Discotech was like, "Yes, we have the outtakes," because people would have cried like bloody murder if they didn't.
Oh, and this is how
So,
we're leaving it off.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yep.
Fucking
no,
hell.
Just
we're not listening to the song again. No, 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 no.
no.
We're
No.
skipping this.
No.
Anyway, we will.
We're
Anyway, we
just
will
capping
see you.
off all of the rape with the most unfitting song in the world.
I get. I'm looking it up. There has to be a video of this now.
Okay.
The series is an
So,
automatic 1 out of 10 because it doesn't keep going.
yeah. Yeah, Yasu Otaku put it best. It's like when you it's like imagine you're eating a sandwich and you think it's a really good one, but then and it just and then it just stopped. That yeah, episode 25 still very much lingered in my head for some time.
Yeah, this is some interesting choices were made. These days I'm sure it would be hailed as some sort of bold creative choice to end the series where they did.
Yep. And
Yeah.
yet it's like and yet it's like with this series is they choose those two, and yet and it's like all the 25 episodes of this series did was serve to tell people, "Hey, go read the manga."
The manga
Yeah.
exists.
Oh,
Ugh. And meanwhile, OLM would go on to make a more kid-friendly anime after this.
Which show was that?
Pokemon.
damn. A ball.
Huh.
So yeah, it was like
Animated by the same people.
animated by the same studio.
And then dubbed by the same people.
NYAV Post, not not for kids.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yep.
Like, bleh. That's interesting.
Hmm.
All right.
Just letting
And
all of this play out here.
I mean, what can we
you
say
know we
after
could,
witnessing that?
I hope Griffith gets a horrible fate. I hope so too.
We we all well, we still
yeah,
don't
we
know,
all do. Too
and we
many of us
still
have
don't
waited.
know.
It now we and the author is dead, and now we gotta rely on a new creative team to finish this. And thankfully,
Yeah.
the people who were part of this creative team have worked closely with Miura, so they know how he wanted to likely know how he wanted to end things.
Yeah.
So that's at least a relief.
Hmm.
Ugh. Team Iguchi animated this. Produced at Anime Works.
English cast: Mark Drayson, Kevin Collins, Carolyn
Gary Karanin.
Curran, Mark Sebastian, Chris Comer, Jeff Ward, Michelle Newman, John Avner, Lex Wutus, Richard Springle, that's not a real name, Michelle O'Medlin, Sean Schemmel as all of these people, Daryl Bowling, John Swarthout as all of
Jeff
these
Swarthout.
people, Patrick Stancer, Robert Krakowski, Maria Dente, Fred Velde, Mike Pollock, David Brimmer, Toby Anthony, Rachel Lillis, Greg Miller, Eric Mann, Kristen Gedney, Ellen Wolf, Carla Tesora, Michael Tremaine, Alex Cohen, Richard Springle, Son Elias Reyes, Jason O'Connell, Tara Rain, Sugalad, Rick
Oh,
Main, Wayne Grayson, Shy, Tira, David Briano, Ryan Beckham, Edward Napier, Lisa Ortiz, Haley Channing, Veronica Taylor, J.K. Elemento, John Campbell, Michelle O'Medlin, Christian Collingwood, C.L. Jones, and then a bunch of people all at once.
well,
Sean Schemmel
good
voiced
news,
like 12 characters,
damn.
and
Yep.
Well,
most of them had the same fucking voice.
hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Sean, I know you
good
can do
news.
better than this.
Yeah. Also, good
I
news,
mean, Black Doom
everyone
was
who's
kind of proof
reading
of
the
that.
book.
And fun fact, Sean Schemmel actually wanted to re-audition to play Black Doom again.
Huh.
Ah,
Like, really? Now
Blu-ray
you
was Eastern
actually
Star.
wanted this
Ah,
role
David
back?
Miranda, Justin
Eh.
Savakis, Logan Rebholz, Mark Levy, Kelly
Also,
McPhee,
good
Gary
news,
Swear,
anyone who's
And
reading
Brady
the
I'm
Arkell,
manga
and
curious
Cody
to
currently.
Gadget.
I'm curious to see who on Studiopolis's cast they got for Black Doom because he
Yeah.
sounds
Look,
good.
yeah.
All right,
Also, good news, and everyone who's currently reading the
I'll
manga.
see.
Berserk manga's coming back in October 25th, November 8th,
Yep.
with 2 new chapters.
I
All right,
can't
so
wait.
I'll be back with the rest of Luigi's Mansion tomorrow,
Luigi's Monsoon.
Hooray.
which there isn't that much left, and I could probably stream something else after that.
Hmm.
Alex, what will you be streaming?
Um, well, going to attempt to get Halo working again, and if that doesn't work, I'll probably go back to Chrono Trigger or something.
Right. So, without further ado, we will see you next week for the Golden Age Arc Memorial Edition.
Yep. Till then, we will see y'all next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye.